Good evening, everyone. We are live again on YouTube. Welcome to our channel. On behalf of Just for Hearts, I welcome you all, our today's expert also, and our viewers also. So, our today's topic is how to lower blood pressure. And our today's expert is Saba, and our expert is from Canada. We are going to start with our session. I will not take your much time, and I hand over to you, ma'am, and you can continue with our session.
Thank you, Saili. Hello, everyone, and thank you for joining me today. My name is Saba Firdous. I am a dietitian from India and a nutritionist, UK and Canada based now. So I have experience in gastroenterology, pediatrics, bariatrics, and I've contributed newspaper articles in newspapers and magazines. My master's dissertations are published in scientific journals. So yes, I am always interested in research and keep myself updated. So today's session is basically divided into two segments. Segment one is where I'm going to discuss 10 natural ways where you want to lower your blood pressure readings naturally. And the other segment is very exciting. It's a quiz. So knowledge with practice always leads to improvements. So basically, this quiz is designed and you have to watch listen carefully because all questions are answered in this session. Now, to play this quiz, you will have to grab additional phone, not the equipment which you are using right now to view this session live, but an additional phone from your family member or anyone to play. And if you participate and win, what do you get? So I am also an author. I published a book in Amazon, which was listed as bestseller in etiquettes category. It is for everyone. So basically, it has very good ideas and recipes for and discipline for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And this book, Ramadan Diaries. So you would get access to my ebook if you win this quiz. So let's get started. Now, we all know what blood pressure is, but the question is, are we ready to decrease our blood pressure readings naturally, which is very essential. Before I start, let's talk about some stats. There are around 20 to 40% urban Indians and around 17% of rural Indians who are actually affected with blood pressure. Now, there was a study for about 26,100 in south of India, and there were 20% people who were actually affected with blood pressure. Then the scariest part is 67%. Yes, more than 50%. That is 67% of people were unaware of the diagnosis. So now we know how common this illness is. And also, say about 1 in every 3rd adult Indian individual is suffering from blood pressure. But do we know what consequences are of blood pressure? Okay, so it can lead to cardiovascular diseases. It can lead to heart strokes, kidney failure. Not just that, even can lead to loss in vision. So wouldn't you want to control this blood pressure readings naturally? Yes. So if you are thinking that I'm going to share some magic formula, then it's a big no, because anything that sounds too good to be true is certainly not. I'm going to share very many basic guidelines which we actually know but fail to actually follow or implement. And if applied, it has a big impact in our health. So it's all about choices. Now let's get started. Before I begin, I want you guys to have a goal in your mind. A goal, or maybe you can just have it instilled right now. A goal of lowering your blood pressure, or maybe not having it at first place. A goal of making your pills work better for you. A goal of either lowering your blood pressure and making your health better. And in a very positive way, not letting blood pressure lead to cardiovascular diseases, strokes, kidney failure, or even vision loss. So the basic idea of this video is to make aware people how important the blood pressure is and the consequences it can lead to, and not let whatever goodness is left in your body go away. So health is our primary concern, and I want this dialogue running. The first thing which I want to stress on is salt restriction. There are numerous studies which have proved that reduction in salt or sodium can lead to lowered blood pressure readings. Now, salt and sodium are not the same. You know it, right? So, salt, it basically it can come in from when we add in cooking, table, or when we add on the table, or from the foods which we take. You have to watch out on those labels for that sodium content, because it's very important, and that's how you can control your sodium intake. Now, the most important thing which you can do for this to cut down your sodium intake is cutting down the processed foods. Processed foods basically which comes in jars or which comes in packets, frozen items, or all these, because they add on to the maximum, like around more than 75%, I should say. So sodium from the processed food comes from it. Yeah. So now next is if we weight reduction. This cannot be stressed more. Now weight reduction is independently associated with lowered blood pressure readings independently. Like it has great effects. Not just that it makes you feel better, lighter, but it also removes all the ailments which you are actually suffering other than blood pressure. So if you are trying to lose weight through dietary management because somehow you are not able to do exercises, then it's okay. You're taking small baby steps to achieve your goals. So healthy dietary modifications with sodium restriction can actually have a great impact on your blood pressure readings. Next is alcohol, smoking. So alcohol and smoking, it is a direct relation. The more you have, the more intake of alcohol, the higher the blood pressure is. So I would suggest women indulging in more than one beverage per day, or men with 2 or 3 drinks per day are at a higher risk of blood pressure than the non-alcoholics. Then say smoking is not directly associated to high blood pressure, but definitely it is one of the causes. And you definitely have to watch out on the amount of cigarettes you take in a day. Now, when we are talking about all the lifestyle modifications, I would not miss on the exercise. And exercise is essential. Like if you are able to be mobile, then why not? Because it has great impact, and I'm sure you have heard this many times. It is there everywhere only because it has huge impact on your health. So like tuning your brain for about 35 to 40 minutes of everyday moderate intensity aerobic exercises, it's amazing. You will slowly see that you're losing your waistline, you're feeling better, even flushing out the toxins from your body and actually helping yourself in a better way for your decreased blood pressure readings. So now I would want to also talk about stress, which is a very important topic. Sometimes we don't even know that we are in stress. So there is a research which proves that stress actually helps to decrease the blood pressure readings. However, there are no steps, step by steps where jotted down where we can follow to actually reduce our stress or manage our stress. So the therapy differs from person to person. For example, for few people, stress might be decreased if they talk to people, talk to friends, just get social. Or for few people, natural therapy like going out for a walk or yoga, meditation. All these elements contribute to the stress management. So what I suggest is know your approach to manage stress and do it consistently. Yes, this has to be stressed. Consistency is the key. So all these, whatever I am discussing, all these points would not affect if you do not do things consistently. And actually, I am not telling you to bring about changes overnight. Slow and steady. You can just start slow and just get going. Now, when I'm talking about food, I would want to also bring DASH diet in highlight. DASH diet basically stands for dietary approaches to stop hypertension. Now, this diet is actually designed to lower the blood pressure, which is really a very nutritious And not just for blood pressure, but it also helps if you have other goals of getting off your pills or getting off your other medical conditions. Now, this diet is rich in fruits, vegetables, whole grains. It stresses on not having high saturated fats from meat, or it concentrates on electrolytes like magnesium, potassium, calcium, which are actually very good for health. Now, when I'm talking about potassium, I would want to talk about bananas. Like, we know that sodium intake increases the blood pressure, but do we actually know that potassium counterbalances the sodium in our body? So having foods which are rich in potassium actually helps you to decrease your blood pressure readings. Now, like a few sources of high potassium foods would be bananas, or I would suggest your low-fat yogurt. Then I would also suggest baked potatoes and orange juices. So all these are great to counterbalance the sodium electrolyte sodium in your body and help you get off your pills. Now, also, I would want to talk about caffeine. Now, caffeine is not like, I would not say that you might be sensitive to caffeine induced blood pressure, but why not check? Because caffeine is definitely, like, you can have coffee and monitor your blood pressure before and after within the 30 hours of the 30 minutes of the window. So you will know whether you are sensitive to caffeine induced blood pressure. So if at all you are sensitive, then you can cut down on your coffee, like, 1 to 2 mugs per day. So this is one of the things which we have to talk about for lowering the blood pressure. Now, like, when I'm talking about lifestyle modifications, because anything and everything about lowering blood pressure is about healthy lifestyle modifications. So when it's not that I'm telling you guys to go run a marathon, start exercising overnight, but I'm telling you guys to start being more active. Like, you can do it right in your incorporate it right in your daily activities. Like, maybe you would want to go do some gardening because it's summers. Maybe you would want to just get indulged in yoga sessions, or maybe aerobic exercises, dancing, anything you like. It's all about your personal choices. Now, and definitely it is going to have impact on your future health. So, and also when I'm talking about diet, see, there are people who are disciplined and actually abiding to it and controlling their cravings for alcohol or smoking, or not sugar cravings, you can say, or anything that's fatty, and are actually abide and actually getting better come what may. But not everyone is like that, right? So for people like us, we can actually take one step at a time. So the key rule, the which is a success, which can lead to success, is start low and then keep going. So basically, if you are a person who indulges in junk food, maybe I would not want you to stop completely. No, I would want you to still have pizza, but control on your fries. You make healthy swaps every day. Like, okay, try to control on your aerated drink, sugar sweetened beverages. So all these, little small steps are essential, and you will see yourself that you're trimming down your waistline and also getting better, lighter, and healthier. So you will see small and steady winning the race right away. So guys, it is worth trying. I would suggest you to to incorporate small and healthy habit. Pick up one specific some to alter, and then keep doing it until it becomes a habit. Watch your waist. It is very, very essential. Like, if you if I have to talk in numbers, for men it is 40, above 40, and for women it is above 35. There are numerous studies which are linked to just inches increase in waistline can lead to higher blood pressure or increased risk of blood pressure. So you have to watch your waist. So all those calories which have increased by sitting throughout the day watching TV, or I'm sure like we are mobile, but are we mobile enough? Those are the questions we need to ask. So that's why I've started this session with goals, which you have to think about before and reflect, because most of those things you know. So that's what I want to stress. Everything is about lifestyle modifications which you choose to live the life you want. And this really works. If you pick up one segment and then start altering it every day and follow it consistently till you find results, you will see yourself that once the goals which you thought are not achievable are actually right in you, and you can it can be a learning experience. So I want everyone to start reflecting on the knowledge which you have and practice it. So all these sessions for Heart is an amazing platform where all the experts to actually help you, and especially implement all these advice which can bring a massive change in your health. And because of COVID, I'm sure people are in a lot of stress. And I'm also thinking about how to boost how. So these petty things which are actually doable right in your home can bring a major impact in your life. So guys, please scared, and if you have questions,
Hello. Hello, Saba ma'am. I think so. There is some connection issue. We will connect with her. Okay. Saba ma'am. Okay. Okay. She's back. I think so. It's mute, and you can keep the mobile horizontal.
okay. Is it okay now?
Just a second. No. You can keep it like this.
It is actually horizontal. It is horizontal.
No, then keep it straight because you are looking.
Okay.
Okay, now it is perfect. Now it is perfect. You can continue.
Okay, so guys, I was talking about stressing about all about lifestyle modifications, which you have to start implementing uh, in your daily routine to avail all the best health and not let whatever goodness is left in your body to go away. So basically, now continuing, I would what are the take-home messages from this session? One, weight loss, get active, then control on your alcohol, smoke, caffeine, de-stress yourself, which is very, very essential. Now you have to find your own ways that would, stress management or anything that makes you feel better and helps you concentrate on your goal. So now let's begin the quiz. Let's begin the quiz, which is the most exciting part. We will share the link with you, and we can start playing the quiz right away. And we will see how many people are actually in the quiz and who is winning it. So can we share the link?
Yes, we are sharing it. Okay. We have shared the link. You can start with it.
Okay. So it is the quiz is, I think it's not more than 5 minutes. You start playing it, and I would see the participants actually.
Okay. So participants can play it and start with it.
Yeah.
So we are able to see them.
Yeah, I will just see. I will check the number of participants and start calling out the names. Okay. So I'll be back.
Your video is paused, ma'am. Actually,
is it paused?
Now it is okay. Yes, there is some network issue. I think so.
Okay. See, we all are working from home, and I think the network.
Yes, we know.
Maybe
Yes,
not reaching
fine.
Canada. Okay, give me a minute. Let me check the admin part of this game. Okay,
Yes.
so guys, tune in.
Okay, ma'am is going to come join us. Till then, you can log in with the link and start putting on the quiz. It is very interesting. Join us. Till then, you can. Okay. So I hope all of you have joined it. The quizzes, the link is there in the chat section. You can just click it and start it.
So I have. Are you guys in? I'm trying to see the names. I see Anamika, Mani. I see Divya, Bhakti. They actually started playing the game. So guys, let me know if you're having any difficulty. So I have someone called Chinky as well. I see there are 10 participants so far. In the meanwhile, I can also answer questions if you have about hypertension. And also, I know that there was a change in timing because, Just for Hearts, everyone is in time crunch. And Just for Hearts is actually taking a great initiative for organizing all the experts from all over to speak and bring knowledge to you guys. So what I can do is I can create another link for everyone so that they can also play this game and see how best they can implement the knowledge from all experts so far. And you also know that we are celebrating the hypertension month, and all experts are giving in their advices in the best possible ways to make your health better every day. So, guys, for everyone and anyone who missed this game or session, I would share a link on the YouTube below in the comment section so that you can go and play and also invite others. So it's not just for my session, but it is also a full pack knowledge of what you have learned so far from all the experts.
Okay. So it was, hello, ma'am.
Yeah, I'm able to hear you.
Yes. Okay. So it was very nice session. The quiz was very nice. So we will start with the question answers. Any herbs which can help us in lowering BP, blood pressure?
Yeah, like we talk. There are many. Like I think herbs in general are very good, and they add value to our health. So I would suggest a habit of any health, like maybe I would say even small tulsi or basil. They have tremendous nutritional benefits, not just blood pressure per se, but anything, any heart, any disease related condition. So I would really want anyone who's asking this question to continue till you see effects.
Okay, thank you. Our next question is, which cooking oil is best for hypertension?
Cooking basically, I would suggest to keep oil as minimum as possible. The recommended value is 3 teaspoons per day per person. But if we are talking about oils, I would rather suggest to have your in minimal drops of oil, and then maybe you can use a lot of olive oil and toss it up in your salads, and that's how you can add it to your food in regular routine. Because olive oil is more beneficial definitely than other oils, but it cannot be used for cooking. Once you heat it, it has the same efficacy of any other oil. So if you are cooking, then I would suggest vegetable oil, any vegetable oil, or and if you are having in salads, then olive oil is the best.
Okay, thank you. Our next question is, can you suggest breakfast options for the person having hypertension?
It's a very good question. Breakfast is the best meal of the day. Now, in breakfast, definitely you have to cut down on the salt restriction. Salt, that is sodium. So maybe I would suggest, I would give you a few options. If you are in a habit of having cereals, then I would want you to start with something which is the whole wheat cereal and low fat milk and some bananas in it. So to counterbalance the sodium with potassium. Now, if you are in a habit of having something traditional, then I would suggest, I think idli is really a great option with some sambar, which is thin and high in protein. So those things and other and also it's the control portion size. Like as I've already mentioned, it's not about what you're eating. You can continue to eat what you want, but controlling on your portion size is what you want to see, and getting some healthy swaps. Like if you are in a habit of having 2 idlis or 2 chapatis, I would suggest go for 1 idli and 1 chapati and have a bowl of salad, a fresh sprouts that would add some with some lemon, which would add value to your health. Or maybe you can add some fruits, so or some even some milkshakes and smoothies or soups also. So these breakfast should be portion controlled ideally, and also with lots of fruits and veggies high in protein. So I think this would be more precise answer rather than actually giving you options, because options are straight low fat.
Okay, so we are having many more questions, but due to time limit, we are unable to take them. If you have any more questions, viewers, you can ask in our chat box. Surely, ma'am will answer to them back to you. And it was a very great session. And thank you so much, ma'am, for giving such a wonderful information to us, and the quiz also. It was very interesting.
Let me announce the person who
Yes,
won the quiz.
You can conclude the session.
Okay, one moment. Let me check.
So really it was nice session. Also viewers, you can subscribe and press a bell icon on the YouTube, and you will get our notification of upcoming sessions on YouTube, as we have many more sessions coming up. And you can also watch our previous session, as we have done a week for hypertension, so high blood pressure. So you can watch all these videos on our YouTube channel, and you can get more knowledge about it.
So I want to know, I think I see 3 names and then that's Anamika, Saleha and Mani. So what I would want is for you guys to share your email IDs so that I can get you access for my ebook. And thank you for participating in the quiz. I hope it helped you to understand better what blood pressure is. And definitely the take-home messages: lose weight, get active, control your health, control your portion size, take small steps, because slow and steady wins the race.
Okay. Thank you so much, ma'am.